Is your music catalog rotting on your hard drive? I'm Pat Mavromatis. I've mixed iconic records in Dolby Atmos and have generated over 570 million streams, and I need to tell you something most mixers won't. The investment decisions you're making today could make your catalog worthless in 5 years. Here's what most labels and artists don't understand. Staying stereo only in 2026 is like staying mono only in 1976. When platforms shifted from mono to stereo in the 60s, mono-only catalogs didn't just lose market share. They became harder to license, harder to sync, eventually impossible to sell at competitive prices. The exact same shift is happening right now. Apple Music prioritizes Atmos tracks in playlists and pays a 10% spatial audio royalty bonus. YouTube is rolling out Eclipsa audio. Spotify is testing spatial formats. And labels are already paying premiums for immersive-ready catalogs in acquisitions. But here's the problem. Some artists and labels are still releasing stereo only, thinking they can add immersive later. But by the time it makes sense, they've not only lost revenue and compound catalog value, they are now accruing more costs for immersive audio remixes. Let me show you what this looks like in real money. YouTube has just rolled out Eclipsa audio. Your artist's manager calls asking for it because they want that additional audience and revenue. If you invested in immersive audio, you already have format adaptive deliverables. Conversion takes days, costs are minimal. You say yes, you get the feature, you get the audience, you get the revenue. If you stayed stereo only, you'd have to hire a mixer, book studio time, and remix 50 songs from scratch. That's a lot of unexpected costs. So you say no. You leave revenue on the table. Your competitor, who invested in immersive, says yes. They win, you don't. Your investment choice now determines whether you're revenue ready today or expense heavy tomorrow. Or you have the right investment strategy. Format adaptive immersive audio that converts to new platforms with minimal cost. Here is the reality from my point of view. By staying stereo only, you aren't just missing royalty bonuses today. You are building a catalog with an expiration date. To a label or an investor, a stereo mix is locked. It's painted on a canvas. You can't adapt it for a VR headset, a 12, 20, 50 speaker car system, or the next streaming format without paying to open the session. If the session even opens to begin with. And start over. That means a stereo-only catalog carries a heavy piece of baggage. The inevitable, massive cost of remixing everything just to keep it playable. When I deliver your music in format adaptive immersive audio, I'm removing that friction. I'm handing you master files that are technically capable of surviving the next format shift. You pay for the mix once and it works forever, no matter what the playback technology does next. The question isn't whether platforms will shift to immersive. They already are. The question is, will your catalog be ready, or will it be rotting on a hard drive while your competitors' catalogs stay liquid? So, how do you actually future-proof your catalog or your new releases that will eventually become catalog? You go immersive first and add immersive audio deliverables. We provide extended immersive audio packages that include all the format adaptive deliverables you need. Dolby Atmos for Apple Music, Amazon Music HD, Tidal, and other platforms globally. Auro-3D for high-resolution audiophile platforms. And Eclipsa Audio, which is the only way to deliver immersive on YouTube. These additional formats are included in our package at no extra cost. And for new releases that are immersive first, we also provide a mastered stereo mix. So, when the next format arrives, conversion is simple and low cost because your archive is built on adaptive technology. The result? Your catalog generates spatial audio royalty bonuses today, qualifies for priority playlisting, and stays liquid as platforms evolve. If you're concerned about your current catalog's future readiness, or you have a new release and want to ensure it's future-proof from day one, book a free discovery call. We'll audit your archive, identify risks, and show you exactly how to turn your music into a liquid, revenue-generating asset. Link is in the description. And if you'd like to take a quick peek into our Atmos mixing workflow, here's a video here where we do a deep dive on a recent client's mix.